Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Inside Look, where we take a look at all the current game releases and let them know if they're worth your money. My name is Chris, and today we'll be taking an inside look into Dying Light. Now, Dying Light is a zombie game. They're all over the place. It's zombies there, zombies over there. Zombies have become part of video games, and they've become saturated in the game industry. There's so many zombie games, and it takes a lot for me to actually pick one up now, because they're all so the same, and it's just overdone. Now, Dying Light is developed by Techland, the developers of Dead Island, a very buggy yet fun zombie game. And this game takes a lot from Dead Island. I guess one of the better ways to describe it is that it's Dead Island done better. And there's a bunch of reasons for that. One reason is the main new focus, the parkour. The parkour is some of the best first person platforming I've ever seen. Probably some of the best ever done. I mean, everyone says Mirror's Edge was Mirror's Edge was clunky. It seems to be the real focus of the game. I got a grappling hook now, so I'm very well into the game. I'm probably 25 hours in, and I just keep goofing off, running around, exploring, finding new stuff. Lock-picking mini games. Yeah, so it's basically Dead Island done better. It's definitely not as buggy as Dead Island. I mean, this game's got polish, and you can tell right off the bat. It's very, ooh, that's a new weapon. Oh, wrong button. That's a new weapon. What can fuck, I don't want to get rid of anything. This stuff's also, oh, I don't like you. It's got the same it's got the same combat as Dead Island for the most part. It's got the same silly crafting system where you can make like electrical machetes. That makes no sense, but it's fun. And it's a good combat system to take from because it's very visceral, it's very violent, it's gory, it's responsive, and you see zombies taking hits. It's a very good game. What this game does different from Dead Island is the very different day and night cycle, where night cycle becomes somewhat of a survival horror game, and it's such a change in pace. And it's the first time you do it, you're like freaking out. Like the first night, being out in the game, they won't let you. They say it's too dangerous and stuff, and then you get to go explore, and then you find out why it's so dangerous. At night, the super zombies come out, and in the beginning, they're unkillable. You can't kill them. Not with the gear you got, the weapons you got. There's no way. You gotta run. And it becomes very... it's such a different change of pace, and I think it betters the game for that, because it makes it so intense on how the game works, and it's a good selling point for this game. Like, this game is packed with content. Like, I've heard that it's 35 hours for the main campaign, and I'm not too far into the campaign. I'd say I'm like midway through, well ways in, but the campaign's the story's very lame. The side quest, however, this is where the game shines, because everyone has like their own individual survivor story, and it's done really well, and it makes you care about the survivors a little bit more. I'd say it definitely outdoes the actual main campaign. Another thing that this game does really well that I want to point out is, ooh, I'm dying. Is the contrast between the beginning and where I am through now. In the beginning, you could not fight a zombie. Like, the first zombie you fight dies in one hit, and it's very misleading for how the rest of the game plays out. You want to avoid contact with everything and anything at all times at once. It is. It is a challenge. It takes close to like 10 hits, 15 hits to take down one. And they're like, and if you're just doing one-on-one, it's not too bad. There are strength in numbers though, and it's frustrating. The first 5 hours of this game is hell. Like, you do not want to touch this game for the first 5 hours. It's terrible. It's very frustrating, and to the point where it's just not fun anymore. And it picks up after a while, which is good. But once you like get better weapons, like the game really opens up, and where zombies aren't like, you can kill zombies like in massive waves, and you feel overpowered, and it's nice. And then in hindsight, the 4 hours of frustration was really worth it, because you feel like you're accomplishing something, that you're changing, you're getting better. And it helps contrast. It's like, yeah, it sucked in the beginning, but guess what? You're kicking ass now. These are infected. There's multiple kinds of zombies. There's the biters, where they're very slow moving. Then there's the first people who infected, who are really fast and tough. Boomers from Left 4 Dead are even in here, and like every zombie that you could think of is in here. And it's crazy. Not again. This game is. Do not buy this game for its originality. It's not original at all. Ooh. And sometimes it's not a bad thing. I mean, my game of the year for 2014, I would say, was definitely Shadow of Mordor. And that game wasn't really original either. It had one really good idea, like the Nemesis system, and that was its selling point. It's like, that's what made it different from the rest. And the parkour system, I think, does a good job of making it, its own game. I mean, it's nothing we've never seen before, but like, I've never seen it implemented so well, and that counts for something, right? I really don't. I'd show you guys nighttime, but it's even at my level, or at my point in the game, it's really annoying. So I'm gonna find a safe house and skip it. At night, there's a asymmetric multiplayer mode where a hunter can invade your game, and I recommend turning it off if you buy this game. Turn it off unless you're playing with 3 or more people. It's awful. Like, you have no idea. Mostly just because it's really unfair when it's 1v1, because the zombie hunter that's controlled by a human player has infinite lives, and he's really hard to kill by yourself. So it's just not. It's more of an annoyance, even after a while when you're just playing with friends, because it happens at night. I think the most I've had in one night in this game was 4 night hunters come out and invade my game, and it's just annoying after a while. I mean, when you're in the mood for it, it's a great addition. Ooh, that guy's on fire. Drop kick. Drop kicking zombies in this game is amazing. It's the best part. It's hilarious. The animation's hilarious, and they fly. Like, like, come on, look at that. That's hilarious. Especially in the city that I'm in, it's like high rooftops. So you just like watch them just fly off buildings, and it's really fun. The main character, the voice acting's good. The main character's, standard white dude, American. He works, but he's a very blank slate. I mean, like most first-person protagonists are, they're blank slates where you're supposed to project yourself into the character. So there's not really much going on for him. There's 3 skill trees there's the survivor rank, agility level, and power level. Power levels for combat, agilities for your parkour, and survivors just overall stuff. I recommend keeping them within the same level within each other, so one doesn't get worse than the other. Because if you keep all in the level, you know where you are in the game. I mean, right now, my parkour is really good, my combat's really good. The game, I wouldn't call the game a cakewalk because there are the super zombies, they're the more powerful zombies. Like, so the whole point of the game is still to avoid zombies when you can. I mean, sometimes there's force encounters, but you just want to like scavenge around looking for new stuff, looking for stuff to upgrade your weapons with. Like, you don't want to go fight them unless you're forced. There's also like bandit enemies. The regular bandits are now in the beginning they're a pain. If you do not have a gun, just avoid at all costs. And this is another thing I've been with the story missions. They don't let you avoid these enemies. Like, you die a lot because they're really hard to kill without a gun. And you don't get a gun until at least halfway through the game was where you get, I mean, there's ways to find like a pistol, but you don't get like a really good gun that can kill shit until a little while away. So that's a pain in the ass. And also another thing is that this game penalizes you for dying. So like, depending on how you died, it'll take a certain amount of XP to the point where you could actually lose like experience and like drop a level and stuff. And it like, so there's this overarching, is like, yeah, if I fuck up right now, I could get set back like an hour. Because you can lose a lot for dying like in really stupid ways. But I mean, this game may not seem like much, and you know, you might be like, oh, do I really want another zombie game? I say full-heartedly go for it. I mean, I am getting a decent amount of enjoyment out of this game. I mean, I think it's really good. It's better than Evolve anyway, at least I find. And there's content, you know, there's stuff here. There's a lot of stuff for your money. And it's like, I've heard it's clocked in at like 35 hours for some players. And you know what? For me, it's probably going to be a little bit longer because I am goofing off a lot in it. Ooh, I almost died. Ooh, shit. Oh, man, I'm so glad I have that ability. But it's worth a go. I mean, there's not a whole lot coming out right now. I'm pretty sure the Order is coming out depending on when this video goes up, it's either came out last Friday or it's coming out this upcoming Friday, depending on when I get this all situated. But for kind of a dry season of games right now, you could spend your money on a lot worse. I highly recommend it over Evolve. I mean, like, if you're like teetering between like this or Evolve, I don't know if you are, you might be. I picked this because this gives you more for your buck, and I think it's more enjoyable. I mean, it's single player, so you don't have to worry about like server issues or anything like that. You can just, you know, get on and play. And like, this game is funner with like people, but like, this game by itself, it has its moments. You can, like, if you play by yourself, it's intense. It becomes somewhat a survival horror game. And you know what? That's a good thing. It may just be another zombie game to some, but to me, this is a little bit more than just another zombie game. It stands out among the rest. So if you're gonna make a choice this winter so far for what games you want to buy, I picked this. So far, I mean, this was the first big release of this year. So I do wholeheartedly recommend this game. And this was Inside Look. Like, comment, subscribe if you'd like me to look at other games to take another inside look to. The Order 1886 will have a full written review. So just like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.